Hello and welcome once again to Western Cinema Presents. Today's feature will be The Undefeated from 1969, starring John Wayne and Rock Hudson. Our pal, Deleted Scenes, the YouTube Ronin, will be along a little bit later, but he'll be here. But we're going to get it started in just a little bit for you guys. I I believe this will be my first watching of this film, so we'll get my general reaction. This is available on Prime Video if you have the Screen Box. So, as much as we'd love to show you this here on YouTube, we are restricted by copyright law and the guidelines and rules and regulations of YouTube, so we cannot show you said film. So this will be a commentary only. But if you're here live, you can watch in our screening room. I want to say welcome to Enigma Service and Gambit the First. Hello, sir. Good to see you all. And of course, our friend, our strong supporter, Connie Carey, the bird woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. You're a rock star, Connie. Thank you for being here. All right, so let me read the synopsis here. Shortly after the end of the Civil War, ex-Confederate colonel and ex-Union colonel meet on their way to Mexico and force and overcome past differences in order to join forces to fend off both bandits and the revolutionaries. This has a runtime of 1 hour and 58 minutes. So I believe it's loaded up in the screen. I'll give you a countdown to 5 and we'll push play. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. So Gamut, you say this is a cool ass movie? That's awesome. That's great to hear that. Yeah, fortunately, this is my first watch. I just probably found this when I was looking for westerns. Civil War between 1861 and to 1865. Thank you for that bit of information. Appreciate that. And hello to you, JPRPH1. Always good to see you, my friend, sir. Not for them, it ain't. You say it's a good movie, Connie? Well, I'm glad we found it. John Wayne, Rocketson, the undefeated Tony Aguilera. Okay, we got an ETA on the way. 15 minutes. Okay, no worries, deleted. Yeah, we just started 6 minutes because I was running late myself. No worries. And you're lurking while cleaning humans. Well, that's a good thing. I get. I think. Maybe it's not. Yes, sir. Dixieland. What do you mean, you people? Yep. That and 18 for complications due to age. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't have the. They didn't. They have the medicine. They knew very little about that disease back then. The film, The Undefeated. Yes. Thank you for that bit of information. Whose name in the Cosby chat I can't pronounce too. Uh, it's around the French and Creole invasion of Mexico during the 1860s. Period of neighboring American Civil War. It was also based on the conference. States Army General Joseph Orville Shelby's escape to Mexico after the American Civil War from 1861 to 1865. His attempt to join the Maximilian of one Mexico's Imperial Mexican forces. I like your secondary. That's good. That's good. Sneaky landowner. That's a good way of putting it, I guess. Thank you. According to 20th Century Fox, studio records the film required 12,000. Wait, is that 12? No, that's 12. What that would be? What 12,425,000 rentals in break to even. But on December 11th, 1970, the film made only 8,755,000, which resulted in loss for the first resulted in a loss at the first for the movie studio in the short run initial period run cited the year November 1969 after its 1970 release that released on November 27th, 1969. Thank you for that information. Hokenbergers. No, you're not going to do that. Oh no, they're going to burn the foundation. They're going to burn it down. Don't you burn my plantation. Sore losers. That's just mean. Burning somebody's home down because you lost. Yes, sore losers. That's a big plantation, too. burning their own house. Yeah. Well, I guess they're friendlies. Yeah, I know. Hey, pretty cat. Fire mares. Are they fire mares? Coming a thousand leagues in a day? Oh wait, wrong film. That's Troll. Who here? Who here in this audience liked the movie Troll? I did. I love Troll. Some people don't. Hey, I think I know that guy. Wasn't he in the movie with Burt Reynolds where he's a stunt man? And Battlestar Galactica, maybe? Hello and welcome to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. He's saying happy Sunday and hello to all. Well, hello to you, sir. Thank you for dropping by. Hello, LDG of Free the Net. Thank you for the applause and thank you for dropping in, brother. I need to get in the underground to see you, have a chat with you sometime. Probably, maybe tomorrow morning. Hope you're doing well, LDG. Yeah, you'll take them all or none. If you have it. Yeah, $25 is always more than $25. Yes, you're thieves. Oh, got it right on the chin too. Yeah, yeah, deleted too slow. Yes, you kicked your asses. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Something about to go down. Hence the ominous music, right? You got a horse and buggy that won't move. No, you sure didn't.
Alrighty. Hello.
Hello there.
All right. Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah.
Real life intruded. But the show must go on, as they say. And of course, you already had your host and creator here, the man, the myth, the legend, the toxic gunslinger himself, Abdullah Bill,
Yes.
uh, shepherding you through the film here, The Undefeated from 1969. John Wayne, Rock Hudson, Jan Michael Vincent, and oh, oh, hold on, let me hit that. Okay, there we go.
And our timestamp 3721.
Mhm. I'd like to take my opportunity to say hello to all the kind folks in the chat. I see the bird woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary. I see Enigma Severus Gambit the First. Daniel Barry Sports Highlight. LDG is with us. Good to see you, sir. All right. See Jamie Lynn Simons and Mr. I'm sorry, I'm not going to attempt that name, but good to see you. All right. Um, right on. And yeah, this movie has a bit of a setup. It does kind of take its time. It's a slow burn, but it's getting somewhere. Trust me. And there's also some incidents in this film that are actually based on fact, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit later on.
Yeah, you cheapskates. There's a kitty again. Kitty. Kitty spotted. We could have some meat. Oh, God. Beans and bread. Remind you of another movie? Oh, maggots. Oh, I really don't want to think about that. But now that's all I can picture. And then I also picture the other campfire scene. It seems like you guys had too many already, right? You know the one I'm talking about. Where are the white women at? This prequel to No Country for Old Men is weird. Or is it? I like the rock formations. They almost seem like buildings, don't they? Like structured buildings.
Yeah, indeed, they do. You might remember him from E.T.
I just got that Henry Thomas. Ha 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 ha.
Brad Pitt. No, still Jan Michael Vincent.
That is the guy who was in the film with Burt Reynolds as a Hooper. Hooper, yeah, Hooper. That young guy was in Hooper with Burt Reynolds.
And of course, Airwolf, probably
Yeah,
best known.
Airwolf. Yeah. The war's over. Or is it halftime? Have a drink. More bourbon. Never taking little baby shots.
That's not looking good for Jameson.
I don't think he's alive. Yeah, could this be the bandits?
Anderson! Oh, sorry, wrong show. Maybe California and Texas back. Oh, I'm sorry. Too controversial?
Oh. Oh, here it goes. Here we go. Oh shit. As it often does. Get down, Missy girl. Except you're fighting alongside some Yankees. That's a first. Remember, aim small, miss small.
Nice ride, asshole.
Hey, they retreated quick.
I'm pretty sure they shot the same dude twice. Oh well.
Well, maybe he just wasn't quite dead yet. We are 57 minutes and 28 seconds into it. Hello, Andrea. No worries, Andrea. We're exactly 59.50 into it. Welcome, Santiago Chavez.
We'll see how long that lasts, sir. Oh, here comes trouble. That is something we shall have to remedy now, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Dang it, Benton, you're a terrible butler. Oh, wrong movie. Way to build confidence there, sir.
Ooh, we got
Oh, no, it's on.
Mondo like candy.
Basically, yeah.
Mondo like candy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Right.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Also, wash, rinse, repeat. Don't need a melon so wrapped that you can't enjoy it. Hey, okay.
That was one hell of a 4th of July party. Uh-oh, buzzards.
I didn't do it. This week on a very special episode of McMillan and Wife.
Timestamp 1 hour, 22 minutes, 55 seconds.
We're heading towards our third act here.
Keep your damn beans. Ben Johnson, who's been in many westerns that we've had here, and 1984's Red Dawn.
We can't name the series after you. Sorry. The, the, the French? Really? Okay.
Oh, Death by Firing Squad.
Okay, now what happens if the reverse is true? I'll stop.
Long wing the South.
Yeah, all right. Fucking shoot me then.
And I wonder if he had his peep shooting pants on. Go get him cleaned up.
Yeah.
You bloody bastard.
The sheriff has been shot. The sheriff has been shot. High hooded area. The sheriff has been shot. Oh shit! Wrong movie. Okay. Well, then we better get moving.
Yeah. Uh, It looks like they found some more Frenchmen. Yeah. French are generally with the Americans.
Not keep them waiting.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, hey now, come on.
Big mistake. Big mistake. Oh shit! It's a space ball. Watch the horses. Well, there goes their wagon.
Yeah,
There goes the
sadly.
food.
Uh,
Oh no! Not the kitty. They killed the putty cat. They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay for that.
that was the famous French stuntman Jacques Maird. You're next, Bubbles. Now, why is everybody trying to shoot me for?
It was at that moment they realized you done fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
No, we ain't got no more guacamole. Come on, muchachos.
Yeah, it's Clint Eastwood down there. No. Oh, good. For a second there, I thought we were in real trouble. By this point, these horses are like, we're coming, we're going, we're coming, we're going. Somebody make up their mind.
Listen, you smell something? I think I smell a double cross.
Pedicaris alive or Raisuli dead? Oh, shit. Wait, nope. Wrong movie.
Cognac. Aren't we supposed to be drinking gin and juice? Oh. Remember the Alamo. He got his hair. He got his hair.
Concern it.
Oh boy. Damn it. Damn it.
If you're feeling up to it, ma'am. There you go. Ah, well, good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
And that was the Undefeated. Would you like to consult the scrolls?
We'll consult the scrolls. All right. The Undefeated was released November 27th, 1969. At an estimated budget of over $7.1, going on to make Over 8.7 million worldwide. All right. Production dates February 4th to May of 1969. Filmed on location in Sonora, Mexico, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So Durango, Mexico as well. All right. Now for the trivia. According to Michael Nunn's 2003 book, John Wayne, The Man Behind Myth, during filming, John Wayne fell from his horse and fractured 3 ribs. He couldn't work for almost 2 weeks. Then he tore a ligament in his shoulder and couldn't use one arm at all. Director Andrew V. McLaughlin could only film him from an angle for the rest of the picture. Wayne's only concern throughout was not to disappoint his fans, despite being in terrible pain. It's been widely questioned whether any of Munn's celebrity biographies were true. According to director McLaughlin, his first choice for the role of Colonel James Langdon was James Arness, who was willing to do it but backed out just before shooting began. Rock Hudson was brought in as his replacement. John Wayne had never forgiven Arness for failing to turn up for an interview for a part in his film The Alamo. According to Michael Munn's 2003 book, John Wayne, The Man Behind the Myth, Rock Hudson admitted to Munn in a 1980 interview that he thought the movie was, quote, crap, and attributed its box office success only to the fact that it immediately followed True Grit. However, he had fond memories of the filming because he became a close friend of Wayne and Roman Gabriel. It has been questioned whether Munn really met John Wayne, Rock Hudson, or any of the celebrities he claimed to have interviewed. Before filming began, John Wayne had to lose most of the weight he had put on in order to play Rooster Cogburn in True Grit. The Undefeated was the film debut of Merlin Olsen. John Wayne liked casting himself against tall actors, so when the 6'7" James Arness became unavailable, he helped cast Rock Hudson, who was at least as tall as he. He also wanted someone to play bridge with, and he knew that Hudson was a good bridge player. It is unlikely Arness was seriously considered, since Wayne had fallen out with him after Arness deliberately snubbed us from The Alamo. Wayne became good friends during the shoot with Hudson and even joked he'd rather have been born with Hudson's movie star face than his own. As the first credited feature film role of Keel Martin, of course, he eventually went on to co-star on Hill Street Blues. Though the film met with mixed reviews, it is notable as John Wayne's most large-scale movie since The Alamo. Rock Hudson was asked not to bring his partner on location for the 3-month shoot. The ending of the film was widely criticized as an anticlimax. It kind of is, let's be honest. The Warner Brothers originally bought this in 1961 for Henry King to direct. Okay. I am going to read this the way it says, folks.
Okay.
It's IMDb. IMDb says a lot of stuff that's horse shit, but okay. And maybe this is true. Rock Hudson recalled that John Wayne wore lipstick in the movie, which he applied himself. Wayne told him his lips did not show up on film without lipstick. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Okay. The government buyer, DJ Giles, cites writers coming from Brackettville, Texas. This is where John Wayne shot the Alamo, which, in addition to starring in, he also produced and directed. Although the film strongly implies that most Mexicans supported the fight against Maximilian, that is not true. The Catholic Church, which wields great influence in Mexico, considered Benito Juarez a troublemaker and a rabble-rouser and strongly supported Emperor Maximilian's rule. It didn't hurt that France, which backed Maximilian, was a strongly Catholic country. In fact, the church detested Juarez so much that it called on Mexicans who are overwhelmingly Catholic to join Maximilian's army to fight against Juarez, and many did. As a result, there are more Mexicans fighting against Juarez than with him. In a scene where Ben Johnson is discussing the possible whereabouts of John Wayne's adopted son, Blue Boy, played by Roma Gabriel, and Rock Hudson's daughter, doesn't say who played her, mentions their possible destination as being the Rio Grande. In 1950, Wayne and Johnson appeared in Rio Grande for director John Ford. The stampede scene in the movie started out with 3,000 horses. When the scene was over, they wrangled 2,940 horses into corral. Cinematographer William H. Clothier said, we lost 60 horses. Those horses took off like goats. We had horses all over Mexico.
Jesus.
Stars incorrectly describes the herd as cattle instead of horses. Both Ben Johnson and Dub Taylor would appear in The Wild Bunch, released the same year.
Oh, yes.
The first feature film role for Melissa Newman, who plays Colonel Langdon's daughter, Charlotte. General Rojas also talks about Maximilian bringing in the French to, quote, run roughshod over Mexicans, when in fact just the opposite was true. The French had invaded Mexico in 1861 before inviting Maximilian to become a puppet ruler, which he had accepted in October 1863. Merlin Olsen and Roman Gabriel played 11 seasons together on the Los Angeles Rams. The only Hollywood film that Antonio Aguilar has participated in. Dissatisfied with the constant negative stereotyping of Mexicans in Hollywood films, he would only appear in Mexican films from that point on. Many of them going on to become cult classics. According to Pilar Wayne's book, in the chapter about the filming of The Undefeated, there is no mention whatsoever about Rock Hudson being told not to bring his partner on the set. Her book reveals a quite different story. Apparently, Rock Hudson spent the early evenings with John and Pilar Wayne and a fourth person playing bridge. The book states that Hudson spent the rest of the evening with, oh boy, one of the Rams' more well-known members. And since there were two of them, do the fucking math, people. I almost don't want to read more. In fact, the relationship ended the football player's marriage, and he became Hudson's partner. According to Pilar, her husband was unconcerned about Rock Hudson's activities or personal life, stating that what he did in privacy of his own room was his own business. Wayne's primary interest was that Hudson have a professional attitude towards filming the movie. One of 6 John Wayne films that John Agar appeared in. Royal Dano played a one-armed Confederate soldier featured prominently in the 1959 episode The Sheridan Story, the Rifleman TV series, in that his entire left arm was missing due to a war wound. During the Battle of the Bandits, Rock Hudson's hat is curled first on the right, then on the left. Continuity error. While waiting for, or they've just flipped the Image, one or the other. While waiting for Blue Boy and the other Indians to arrive, Goodyear, played by Don Collier, asks one of the cowboys, Solomon, where he's going to post a letter he's writing. Solomon mentions the Pony Express service. However, that service ended in October 1861, approximately 4 years before this film was set. When Juarez's general confronts Colonel Langdon, he states that Emperor Maximilian can no longer get help from Napoleon. He is referring to Emperor Napoleon III, not the more famous namesake. A white pickup truck is visible in the background at the end of the movie. Huh. All right, well, we'll have to go back and check that. All right, that's it. The scrolls are closed.
The scrolls are closed. All righty. All right. Well, as you know or may not know, next week is Mother's Day. We got a special one for the ladies. Western Cinemas presents. Next week we're doing 1982's The Man from Snowy River. It's a Western drama filled in with some a little love affair, but you know, it's appropriate for Mother's Day, you know, and it's still a Western and it's a drama, so
yep.
And it's 1982, and I think I might have seen the film one time, but so it will be like a rewatch, but like seeing it all over for this thing for a second.
So. Australian film, directed by Simon Windsor, who would also go on to direct films including Lonesome Dove and Quigley Down Under, among others. Starring Tom Burlinson, Sigrid Thornton, Jack Thompson, and in a dual role as good and evil twin brothers, Kirk Douglas. Yeah.
Alrighty, and we got our kickoff to Ode to the Troops Memorial Day for those ones who did not come back, and we're kicking that off on Thursday with Hacksaw Ridge, directed by Mel Gibson, starring Andrew Garfield is a star.
Yeah.
And so that's what we got coming up for you in the week ahead. I want to thank everybody who showed up here today. LTG, Tanya Berry Sports Highlight, Connie Carey, and so many others. Gambit the First, Enigma Service, Connie, Andrea Black, LDG of Free the Net. Thank you all for coming. And I always say, always be excellent to each other. Party on. And we'll see you in the next one. And here's Billy Seeds with his final words.
All right. As for myself, please join me in a little over an hour for the next episode of Unscripted, which is going to be a part of a block of programming that will also include Geeky Geezers over on Age Boomer's channel, reserved seats right back here on my channel where Big Al Presents will be my guest for this evening. And then, of course, right after that, you'll be automatically redirected over to Troy Pacelli's channel for his Doctor Who rewatch. And, of course, as Bill said, I will be joining him again for the next episode of Action Theater, our first film in our Salute to the Troops. And right back here, same bat time, same bat channels, for the next episode of Western Cinema Presents. One for all the moms out there. And as I always say at the end of every broadcast, thank you all very much for joining us. From HQ, our second home office in Arizona, and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night, take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, because this is how we win.